those of you following from all of our destination this morning. This is how we choose to welcome you to Focal News Summary, 15 minutes presentation pertaining to Liberia, Africa, and our one war. My name is K. Lyndon Toba, anchoring this edition of Focal News. In the headlines, hundreds of aggrieved supporters and families of jailed Liberian lawmakers set to demand justice today at the Monrovia City Court. Former President George Weah pays visit to jailed lawmakers in solidarity and may heighten political concerns. President Joseph Boakai accepts resignation of Commerce Inspector General Doyle Cooper nearly months after fraud saga erupted. And briefly away from home, U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed visa restriction on several African countries. We're taking a short break. When we come back, the news bulletin is up next. Let's take a short break. Thank you for rejoining us on this presentation. President Joseph Boakai has hailed agriculture as backbone to Liberia's thriving economy. President Boakai emphasized that Liberia must take pride in its natural resources, thereby increasing the country's natural economic viability. Speaking at his farm in Baman, Bakulu County, the Liberian leader further highlighted the urgent need for increased attention towards agriculture as a foundation for national development. According to an executive mansion release, the president visited as part of a broader agenda to promote agricultural productivity and rural development. He added, by showcasing the viability of fish farming, the nation stands to inspire the generations of agripreneurs which will bolster private sector investment. The Liberian National Police has formally charged two sitting members of the House of Representatives with criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation in connection to an alleged plot to commit arson. Those charges include Representative Jacob David of Granjida County, Representative Abu Bana Kamara, and others are said to be charged after this report. Authorities of the Liberian National Police have confirmed that both lawmakers have been charged following what police described as a substantial evidence pointing to their involvement in a well-coordinated plan to incite and support arson-related activities. It has been reported that the charges stem from a broader probe into recent incidents of political uncertainty and suspected attempt to destabilize public order. A group calling itself Concerned Supporters of the Rescue Mission wants President Boakai to appoint John Kabai as Inspector General of the Ministry of Commerce. The calls follow the recent resignation of Commerce Inspector General Doyle Cooper, who resigned due to his involvement in a diamond academic fraud. In a release, the group described Mr. Kabai as competent individual whose vision aligns with their agenda for national unity. In a full endorsement statement, Concerned Supporters of the Rescue Mission cited, among other things, that the candidate's qualifications, leadership abilities could make him outstanding for the position. The Monrovia City Court has issued travel ban on former House Speaker, Councillor Jonathan Fonati Kofa, alongside 4 sitting lawmakers, barring them from leaving the country. The move followed criminal charges filed by the Liberian National Police. The 5 lawmakers, which include Representative Fonati Kofa, Abu Kamara, Dixon Sibu, Jacob Dibi, and Priscilla Cooper, are facing prosecution in a connection with the alleged burning of the Capitol building. The court's decision to restrict their movement was issued over the weekend by Magistrate Ben Baku, who granted a writ of de-exit Republican following a formal request from the state prosecutor. The writ mandates all security agencies stationed at Liberia's port of entry prevent the accused lawmakers from traveling abroad. State security agencies have been instructed to arrest the lawmakers if they are seen attempting to leave the country while their charges are pending. President Joseph Boakai has accepted the resignation of Commerce Inspector General Doyle Cooper. Mr. Boakai, who served Mr. Cooper, who served as Inspector General at the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, was found liable for forging academic record at the state-owned University of Liberia. In a formal communication address to the president dated on May 28, 2025, Mr. Boakai tendered his resignation, expressing profound gratitude for the opportunity to serve the Liberian people. He cited his service as one of the greatest honors of his life and reaffirmed his enduring commitment to the values of patriotism, commitment in public service. President Boakai thanked Mr. Cooper for his dedicated service, highlighting the important role he played in promoting accountability in the nation's commercial regulatory framework. The president further emphasized that the government continued commitment to good governance and institutional effectiveness and assured the public that the Ministry of Commerce and Industry will fully be operationalized. An announcement regarding Mr. Cooper's successor will be made in due course. The Liberian National Police has concluded a month-long investigation into Capitol building arson case, revealing a coordinated plot to destabilize national peace and democracy. Inspector General Gregory Coleman confirmed evidence-based charges on Friday. The charges included arson and conspiracy implicating private citizens and lawmakers. The police boss stressed that the investigation was based on legal framework, not political matter driven by false and constitutional duty to justice. The police warned against incitement, urging calm and respect for Liberia's judicial process and democratic value. The police chief assured that the investigation and subsequent prosecution of those involved will not cause Liberia to fall, but rise stronger, united, and committed to peace. A prominent member of the opposition Congress of Democratic Change, Adu Khan, has expressed disappointment in the current leadership of the party, accusing them of double standard. In an interview with journalists, Khan called for a restructuring of the party while pledging his commitment to rebranding the institution. He vowed to sacrifice everything in the interest of the party, including his life, which, according to him, demonstrates his commitment to transformation. The CDC stalwart also criticized internal figures, claiming some are aligned with President Boakai and are working to undermine the CDC from within by enabling outside influence. He warned of internal and external resistance to protect the party's value, urging loyalists to prepare for decisive action to reclaim CDC's integrity. The African Union Commission has expressed concern over U.S. travel restriction impacting several African nations to date in Addis Ababa, June 5, 2025. While acknowledging America's right to enforce broader security, the Commission urges a balanced, evidence-based approach reflecting a historic U.S.-Africa tie. Officials warn that the measures may harm educational, economic, and diplomatic relations carefully built over decades. The Commission calls for consultation and transparent communications with affected countries to address any underlying issues collaboratively. He affirms readiness to support dialogue and efforts to strengthen U.S. cooperation. An investigation conducted by the General Auditing Commission has uncovered troubling financial irregularities in the National Port Authority with Global Maritime Tracking System. Global Maritime Tracking System is a cargo company that manages cargo tracking node program. According to July 1, 2018 to October 31st, 2024, a report released by the institution disclosed that the contract did not follow the required procurement procedure under the coalitions of Democratic Change government. The report further revealed that the audit found no evidence that GTMS paid $2.15 million throughout its 5 years of operation. Meanwhile, an additional $900,000 was captured in 2024 under the current Unity Party administration. However, the investigation found no record of the $3 million initial capital investment, as the company reportedly failed to deliver on its obligation. These damning scandals raise potential questions about transparency and accountability at the nation's most powerful revenue-generating institution. Road Safety International is commending the Liberian National Police for launching a special traffic enforcement unit, calling it a major breakthrough for road safety. The organization emphasized Inspector General Gregory Coleman and ACP leadership, highlighting their push for stronger enforcement, public discipline, and high visibility across Monrovia corridors. Road Safety International added that the enforcement is crucial to mitigating road accidents and saving lives. Meanwhile, the organization has called on the government and civil society, including the media, to support these modern enforcement tools, adding that it promotes long-term safety and road-related tragedies. In a related development, Representative Frank Safoko and Marvin Cole have been released by the Liberian National Police after undergoing several hours of investigation into the December 2024 fire outbreak at the Capitol building. The two lawmakers were among 7 representatives, including former Speaker Jay Fonatikofa, who was summoned in connection with the alleged arson attack on the Capitol building. Following his release, Montserrat County District 9 Representative Frank Focus stated that the police investigation found no evidence linking him to the fire incident, noting he was declared a free citizen. Foucault added that he remains committed to upholding the rule of law and will continue to cooperate with the Liberian National Police as the investigation progresses. Also speaking, Representative Marvin Cole of Bond County District 3 said the LMP decision to release him was based on findings that confirmed his innocence. However, he described the movement as sad, expressing regret over the indictment of former Speaker and other lawmakers. President Joseph Boakai has signed Executive Order number 150, suspending import tariff on rice. The move is aimed at stabilizing the prices of rice on the Liberian market, further preventing hike in price and the price of the nation's staple food. The executive order seeks to improve affordability and ensure access to food across every household in the country. According to an executive action release, President Boakai's suspension underscores his commitment to food security, price stability, and protecting the purchasing power of ordinary Liberian. Meanwhile, the Liberian leader has mandated the Ministry of Commerce, Liberia Revenue Authority, and other agencies to ensure food compliance and timely enforcement of the new executive order on the Liberian market. And U.S. President Donald Trump signed a new executive order Wednesday night, banning citizens from 12 countries from entering the United States of America. President Trump said the decision followed an attack highlighting the risk of admitting foreigners without proper vetting, calling it a necessary move to protect Americans. A partial ban affects 7 additional countries, including Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. These nations face restricted visas and tougher entry. The White House cited political instability and high visa overstay rate. Human rights groups and affected government have condemned the order and vowed legal and diplomatic responses. Now to end this newscast, we recap the top stories we have been following very closely on this news segment. Hundreds of aggrieved supporters and families of jailed Liberian lawmakers set to demand justice today at the Monrovia City Court. Former President George Weah pays visit to jailed lawmakers in solidarity amid heightening political tension. President Boakai accepts resignation of Commerce Inspector General nearly months after fraud saga erupted. Briefly away from home, U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed visa restriction on several countries. These and many more we brought to you. This is Spoken News Summary. My name is Kay Lyndon Togba, the presenter. Good morning.